Hi, welcome to Taffy's Texas Kitchen. I'm going to be making lemon cooler cookies, and I'm going to get everything ready and I'll be right back with you. First off, I'm going to start off with 2 room temperature sticks of butter. You need 1 cup of softened butter. And to that, I'm going to add 1 cup of flour. Okay, I'm going to cream the butter and the sugar together for probably about 3 minutes, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, it's been going for about 3 minutes, and this is what it looks like after it's creamed together. It changes color. And I'm going to scrape down the sides. And these cookies, I don't want to say they were first made by Sunshine, but they were made by the Sunshine Food Company, and they made cookies and I think crackers. I can't remember everything they made. And then at some point, Keebler Cookie, they say merged with them, but after Keebler Cookie bought them, then they discontinued some of the things that Sunshine Cookies made. And and lemon coolers were one of them. And then for a short time, the Girl Scouts sold them. So this recipe is kind of a knockoff version of the lemon cooler. So the next I'm going to put in 1 large egg, and I had 2 tiny eggs, so I'm going to add 2 small eggs. And I'm just going to mix them till they're combined. I'm going to zest 1 lemon, and when you're zesting a lemon, you want to make sure that you don't get any of the white. You just want the yellow. So while you're zesting, you just want to keep turning the lemon around until you get it all zested. And I'm going to get this whole lemon zested, and then I'll be back. Okay, I did get my lemon zested, and we need about 1 tablespoon or 1 lemon, and that's what we end up with. It looks like about 1 tablespoon. I'm going to get that into the mixer. I'm also going to use the juice of this lemon, and I'm going to squeeze it upside down so we don't get the seeds in. And you just need the juice of 1 lemon. When you mix this in with the butter and sugar, it will slightly make it curdle, but don't be afraid of that. Once we get our flour in, it will be fine. So I'm going to give that a mix. I'm going to scrape down my sides and the bottom. You need to make sure you scrape the bottom of your mixer, because sometimes the paddles don't get all the way down there. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in 2 cups of flour. We're just going to let that mix till it's combined, and it just takes a minute. And if you have any lemon extract, that'd be great to put in here. I'd put like a teaspoon. And again, I'm just going to scrape it down, and then I'm going to get my cookie sheet out with some parchment paper, and then I'll be right back to show you how to scoop out the cookies. I forgot to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, so I just added that in, and then I'm going to let this mix up really good to make sure it's distributed. And I'm going to let this firm up in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes before I start scooping it out. Okay, I'm just going to use a small scoop. You want these to be about 1-inch balls. So if you have like a small cookie scoop or a melon baller, those would work. But you do want to let this firm up in the refrigerator before you do it. It makes it a lot easier to scoop out the cookies. I'm going to scoop these out, and then I'm going to come back behind them and just flatten them out with the back of the spoon a little bit. And we're going to cook these in the oven at on 350 for 8 to 10 minutes. You just want them to be golden brown, and they're really good cookies. They're kind of like a shortbread cookie with lemon flavors, kind of what they taste like. If you've never had a lemon cooler. But they used to sell them in the sunshine cookies, they used to sell them in a box, kind of like vanilla wafers, in that same kind of little box. And they're just really good. Take my a spatula and just pat them down. It says you can do it with the palm of your hand. I'm just going to take a spatula. And then in between making the cookies, if you're not going to make the whole thing at once, just stick it back in the refrigerator in between. So I'm going to put these in the oven, and then I'll bring you back when I bring them out. Okay, this is what they look like coming out of the oven. And they did go for the whole 10 minutes. I checked them at 8, but I let them go for the whole 10. And what you just want to see, so you can see around the cookie, the edge, it's starting to get brown. And then after they completely cool, what we're going to do is dip them in powdered sugar. And so I'll be back for that. Okay, and for the outside of the cookie, they are dipped in powdered sugar, and also it calls for 1 teaspoon of lemonade Kool-aid. So I'm going to put that in here. And that's half a cup of powdered sugar. And I'm just going to dip the cookies in the powdered sugar. It says on the recipe to dip them twice. This is the first time I made this recipe. Me and my daughter were just talking about it, talking about lemon desserts, and we were talking about how we hadn't had lemon coolers in a long time, so I thought I'd try it. And the cookie itself is kind of a shortbread cookie. So I'm just gonna finish dipping all these in the powdered sugar, and then I'll bring you back when we have a taste tester. Okay, Trisha's gonna be our taste tester, and here's our cookies finished. Here, I'll take one too. Oh, they do almost taste like that. They do, they're good. Okay, well, thank you for being with us today. Remember to show kindness to others, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Like and subscribe.